Welcome, my name is Matt, aka Rojet88. We're gonna get into Mario Brothers, and this will be in my playlist of Super Mario Brothers, a series of Super Mario Brother games that I will be going through for the first time. I have dabbled in Mario in the past. I did grow up in the 90s. These are obviously out of the 80s. This was the first one. Subscribe to the channel, like the videos, comments, questions, suggestions down below. And this is really kind of just repetitive. This is basically you want to flip these guys over and you want to kick them. You have a certain amount to get each level, and when you come down to the last one, they will change color or become erratic. And just have to process all over again in the next phase. I would suggest not hitting that POW unnecessarily. Just kind of study the pattern of these guys, work your way around them. Collect those coins if you're able to. But you want to flip them from underneath. You don't want to be touching them from above until they are flipped over. And once again, that last turtle will turn blue. And we're gonna kick him out of the picture frame. Phase 3. Now the lines have changed. Look more. I don't know why my mind went straight to one that says steel, but I doubt that's what that is. There we go. I worked my way through, and I did not realize I lost some edit there. If I need to replay this again later to get a full edit, I definitely can. I did this like at the beginning of the month, but I'm backtracking and running my commentary on this since I had a no commentary for it. We got crabs coming out now. Just like with the turtles, we're just flipping them over. It's the same thing over and over. But that last crab, he is going to become a little erratic. He's going to move a lot quicker. So, either stay behind him or be ahead of him down below, ready to pop him. Flip him and kick him. Alright. Now, in between certain phases, eventually they'll tally up your points. You'll get to select something. I'm trying to remember. Like I said, this was at the beginning of the month when I did this. But it's the same process, I think, for like 7 to 9 phases, something like that. I probably should have watched this before I started my commentary. It was recommended to me to kind of try to keep things a little more concise, and I agree. That definitely is ideal. It's a learning process. Just the same thing all over. Now, yeah, with the crabs one, you gotta hit them underneath twice, at least on that one. I had to hit them twice whenever they change color and are erratic. Here we are at phase 6. And just, it looks like, I don't know what those are. My mind wants to go to flies, but I really don't believe that's what they are. I don't know what those things are. When they get flipped over, they look like a mosquito of some sort that's been taken out. Just without that long nose thing. As you go further along, you're gonna start getting a little bit of everybody showing up. If you take into consideration, this was an arcade. I imagine this was probably played on Ataris and like a card, arcade stores or businesses would be my guess. I could definitely see this being something that would have started off on an Atari concept. I actually have a Donkey Kong Atari that my dad gave me. But I guess they also released this on the NES. So I think that's where I found this, on the NES emulator for the Switch 2. Okay, so yeah, after so many phases, you get into these little bonus rounds. The bonus rounds you have like a 15-second timer. You have to collect all those coins within 15 seconds. As you see, I'm running the side screens. I'm running out of the scene and back in at the other direction, and then I'm jumping up, kind of doing the same thing. It kind of allowed me to have a quick run for all those coins, but the trick was getting my jump ups within a timely manner. That was kind of the trick. And as we get to certain phases where suddenly we have ice to deal with, that doesn't make it easy because you slide around. And those blue fire looking guys, I guess whenever they get frustrated, they ice up the place. Watch out for the little fireball things that show up after a while. One of them kind of keeps consistent set path, but the other one, I want to say I had it home in on me a couple times. And as I pointed out, don't go being in such a hurry to run that POW box, because if you end up in a situation where you're just in a tight pinch and you don't have access to it, because you've used it up, I think you get like 2 or 3 hits. I think 3 hits with it. Once it's gone, it's gone. So savor it would be my recommendation. And upset small squad of Mr. Krabs. Because SpongeBob wasn't enough, was he? I never really could get into that show. My wife loves it, but I don't know. Certain cartoon shows out of Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network, they just either made absolutely no sense at all. And I mean, I'm the kind, I gotta have complex storyline stuff to follow. That's just the way my mind works. I can't do all that nonsensical stuff. I get bored, fall asleep, or run off somewhere else. That's in 7 phases. Must have been 14 phases in. I think I got mixed up with another arcade game I was running through. I'm taking advantage of these emulators that the Switch 2 have for free downloads. Kind of getting to backtrack games I might not have actually gotten to mess around playing with as a kid. I mean, there's a number that I did, but then there's some that I never did. Mario just happened to be one of them. Like, the only time I ever played Mario was usually like at a friend's house or something. I don't know why we never came around to having it in our home. I don't think I'll ever know that one. But this is one of those things, you know. Metroid is another one I'm actually trying to get myself to dabble into, but again, talk about complexity. That's one I'm appreciating it, challenging my mind, but I'm definitely nowhere close to being ready to run a walkthrough on that one. I'm gonna just do some playthrough, like a few playthroughs before I can be at that level. Phase 13, another timer around. And like I said, with the ice, I mean, if you're lucky, you can maybe run the ice to manipulate it to play in your favor if you're able to. But if not, you might slide a little too far and then having to get yourself to backtrack or whatever because you're still sliding. It costs you a little bit of time. It's a downfall in that. So, like, it could go against you, but if you can run it just right, you can get it to play in your favor. Shit. Yeah, I'm taking into mind what someone commented to me a while back. Now because I'm seeing that. I totally lost count how many pages this was before I went into the commentary here. Keep it concise. Yeah, that is a good point. I'll try to work on that. But you know, anything I've learned as a chess player, the beauty of mistakes, they're the lessons we learned. Don't ever beat yourself up over a mistake because then you rob yourself of learning. I mean, that's the way I look at it. I suppose I don't mind letting some of my mistakes make its way out. Allow others to see they're not the only ones. We all do it. But, yeah. It must have been, I'm guessing now, 17 phases, but this is a relatively short game. It did not take that long to play through. But I mean, you gotta take into account, like back with the arcades, the Ataris, the NES, they only had so much file space to work with when they fit it in a game. And it's kind of rare to come across a game that had any kind of a save concept. Phase 17, it cannot be that many more. I was expecting this to be the bonus level. Eventually, though, technically, you can actually just keep playing it. From what I was reading online, you can actually play it all the way up to like phase 100 if you wanted to, but they just loop. They repeat the cycle after a while. I mainly just wanted to be able to show each of the different the different phases before they started recycling themselves or re-looping themselves. That's basically what I was capturing here. Alright, hopefully this is the last one. Once again, run the timer. If you got ice, run it so that it plays in your favor. Otherwise, you might find yourself oversliding and you kind of lose a little in your time. And I believe that is it. Yep. All right. So that was Super Mario Bros. Or Brothers. Subscribe to the channel, like the videos, comments, questions, suggestions down below, and thank you for following.